What if I told you there's a path to turn $1,000 into $1 million? No, this isn't about hitting the lottery, launching a revolutionary startup, or taking on some crazy, high-stakes risk. It sounds almost too good to be true, right? But it's very real. This is the silent, yet incredibly powerful force of compound interest. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. It's the very principle that has quietly built immense fortunes for legendary investors, savvy entrepreneurs, and even regular, everyday people who simply understood one fundamental truth: time is money's greatest ally. So what exactly is this financial magic? Compound interest is when your money doesn't just earn interest. It starts earning interest on its own interest. Think of it like this. You plant a single, tiny seed. That seed grows into a tree. That tree drops its own seeds, which then sprout into more trees. Before you know it, what started as a single seed has grown into a vast, sprawling forest. The longer you let this natural process unfold, the more magnificent the forest becomes. Your money works in the exact same way. Each dollar you earn becomes a new worker, going out and bringing back more dollars for you. Let's break it down with a simple example. Imagine you invest $1,000 in something that gives you a 10% annual return. After the first year, your investment grows to $1,100. You've made $100. Not bad, but here's where the magic starts. In the second year, you're no longer earning interest on your original $1,000. You're now earning it on the new total of $1,100. So your 10% return is now $110. Your new total is $1,210. It might seem like a small difference at first, but this effect snowballs. It builds on itself, year after year after year. Over a few years, the growth is noticeable. But over several decades, it becomes absolutely mind-blowing. That small, initial amount transforms into something massive, almost unrecognizable from where it started. The growth isn't a straight line. It's a curve that gets steeper and steeper over time. This is why starting early is the most powerful financial decision you can ever make. It's not about how much money you start with. It's about how much time you give your money to grow. Now, let's take it a step further. Imagine you stick with that initial $1,000 investment, but you also decide to add just $200 to it every single month. That's about the cost of a few weekly coffees and lunches out. It's a small, consistent habit. By combining your consistent contributions with the power of compounding at that same 10% annual return, you could potentially cross the $1 million mark in about 40 years. This isn't a fantasy scenario, it's just math. It's the predictable outcome of discipline and patience. The biggest secret of the wealthy isn't some complex, hidden strategy they keep from the rest of us. It's their deep understanding and application of this simple principle. They don't possess some magical ability to pick winning stocks every time. They simply start early, stay consistent, and let time and compounding do the heavy lifting for them. They understand that true wealth isn't built overnight. It's cultivated over a lifetime. And here's the most beautiful part of this entire concept. Compound interest completely flips the traditional script on its head. Most of us are taught to trade our time for money. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. But with compounding, you put your money to work for you. It becomes your employee, and it's the best employee you could ever ask for. It works 24/7, never calls in sick, and never asks for a vacation. While you're sleeping, your money is growing. While you're on vacation, it's multiplying. While others are frantically chasing the next hot tip or quick win, your small, steady, almost boring investments are quietly and relentlessly building you a fortune. The hard truth is, most people dramatically underestimate the long-term impact of small, consistent habits. We live in a world that glorifies instant gratification. We want big results, and we want them right now. When we don't see explosive growth in the first year or two, we get discouraged, we get impatient, and we quit. We pull our seeds out of the ground before they even have a chance to sprout, but compounding doesn't reward impatience. It rewards patience. The growth is painstakingly slow at the beginning. It feels like nothing is happening. But then, as the years go by, it hits an inflection point and the growth becomes explosive. So I urge you start today. It doesn't matter if it's $1,000, $100, or even just $20. The amount is far less important than the act of starting. Every single dollar you invest is like planting a seed. A seed that, with enough time, water, and sunlight, can grow into a mighty financial forest that provides shade and security for the rest of your life. The sooner you plant that seed, the less work you'll have to do later, and the larger your forest will become. Decades from now, you'll look back at that small, seemingly insignificant amount you invested today. And you'll realize that it wasn't just money you were investing in your freedom. You were investing in your peace of mind. You were investing in your future. Don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time is right now. Thank you so much for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective on building wealth, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments what you're doing to put your money to work. See you in the next video.